This is the Retro Monster. Or is it game console? So this is the Retro Monster from JMarchen. We've featured a couple of items from this company on the show before, and we have another one here. So let's see what we get in the box. Now I know it says game console on the box, but I'm sure this is called the Retro Monster. So the console itself is in this white box here, but first let's take a look and see what else we get inside. So as you can see, we've got two of these wireless PlayStation style controllers. Yeah, I mean, not too flimsy, they don't bend, so that's good. Got some nice texture on the D-pads, on the analog sticks I should say, and we do have some button presses. And the rattling you can hear will be the Bluetooth dongle, which is inside there. Okay, they run off two AA batteries. So we get two of those, and it looks like some documentation as well. So let's take a look inside the main box. Alright, so here is the main event. So let's see what we get in here. Alright, that seems to be everything. So straight away we have a remote control. In fact, that looks very much like the RetroTink remote control. Let me just get the RetroTink remote control out. Where is it? Here it is. Very suspicious. It's the same remote, isn't it? Is this one clicky as well? Yep, it's just as clicky as the RetroTink one. Ah, interesting. Okay, so that's that. And let's see what else we got. We've got an HDMI cable. We've got a power supply. Let's see what voltage this is. Okay, that's 5 volts at 2 amps. Actually, give me the right one this time. And the console itself, and yeah, as you can see on the bottom it says Retro Monster. Okay, and let's look at the back of it. We've got a LAN connection there, what seems to be a headphone socket, HDMI out and optical audio out, and also we got the power barrel input jack there. On this side we've got one USB 3 connection, a USB 2 connection, micro SD card which is in there. Whenever you get a device like this, guys, back up the micro SD card as soon as possible because they don't use the best cards. And on this side, nothing at all. On the front, we've got this little bit of plastic. Now, whoops, there it goes. Apparently, this is meant to have a display on here. So we'll take a look at that later on. And on the top, the Retro Monster logo. Is this just a sticker? Oh, lovely. Look at that. Nice and glossy. Look at that. Nice. Okay, so let's get this thing connected up to the TV. So here we go, guys. We've got the Retro Monster connected up to the TV. Let's switch on the power switch and see what happens. Well, I've got to say, that is pretty interesting. Yeah, as I expected, EMU, ELIC, or Emulation Station. Now this also has Android TV on it, but we're not going to look at the Android TV side of things because, you know, they're always the same. So we're just going to concentrate on this. Now we could update it by, you know, going online and updating the software, but I want to show you what this is capable of out of the box. Now I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, as you can see, because to be honest, I don't really like those type of controllers that came with it, and I don't have any batteries for them. But Xbox 360 controllers work with this just fine. So let's see, what have we got? So we've got Amstrad CPC, Amstrad GX4000, Arcade Classics, MAME, Ataris, Atari ST. It's interesting, we've got some computers on here. Wow, we've got quite a bit of selection, even Amiga. Script setup. Oh, Philips Video Pack, Odyssey. Wow, we've got a lot of stuff on here. Vectrex, PC Engine CD-ROM, nice. TurboGrafx, PCFX. So as you can see, there is a lot of stuff on here. out of the box, but how well does it all work? Well, we're about to find out. So let's jump in with some Amiga games and see what that works like. So let's see, where's Amiga gone? Okay, here we go, there's Amiga. Now I wonder if you can actually hear this properly, because I'm using a lavalier mic and I'm actually sitting by the left hand speaker, so you may not be able to hear the bass line, because the bass line and all that's coming out of the right hand speaker. Okay, into the game we go. Yep, and it works, just as slow as a real Amiga. As you can see from the frame counter in the top of the screen there, it's pretty much 50 frames per second, and that's what it should be. 49.90. That's good enough. Now, I'd also like to point out that on this Amiga emulator, on some games, you can actually bring up a virtual keyboard. And as you can see here at the bottom of the screen, we have some options as well to change various aspects of the game. Okay, let's see how it handles more powerful systems like the Naomi. Okay, what we'll do is we'll load up a bit of Dead or Alive 2. Okay, we've got the frame counter on. What is the frame counter going to be at? Should be at 60 frames per second once the game comes on. The Naomi screen is always 30 frames per second. Doesn't look like it's going to be working. Yeah, that's a little bit jittery, isn't it? Okay, tell you what, let's look at a Dreamcast game, because maybe the emulation that's using for Naomi is not a good emulator. So let's check out Dreamcast. And I was going to do Dead or Alive 2, but they haven't got it, so let's go with a bit of Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of the Superheroes.
Ready. Fight.
Okay. So far so good. Yeah, that seems to be holding up quite well there. Tell you what, playing this on a Xbox 360 D-pad is not easy. Okay, that seems to hold up. Let's try a 3D game on Dreamcast. Now this is one that usually suffers pretty badly on these emulator boxes. Let's see. Right, I noticed a little juddering on the audio just then. Yeah, you can see it judder, and you can see the frame rate drop in the corner. Yeah, that's chugging along, isn't it? Okay, so I think it's safe to say that this device is not going to give you a premium Naomi or Dreamcast experience. But let's check out something like PSP and see how that works. That is not good, is it? Half frame rate. Oh man, that is not good. Oh, that is pretty bad. And as you can see, it is running at 30 to 31 frames per second in the top corner there. Not good at all. Okay, let's see if we can change any options. Okay, so now normally on this emulator, if you switch off a couple of certain options, you can, speed things up. So let's give that a try. So what do we normally do? We skip buffer effects. I think that normally speeds things up a bit. Okay, let's get back to the game. There we go. Much better. Now we're running at 60 frames per second. Oh, we were. I've got to say, that image holds up pretty well on a 4K screen. And the sky looks a mess, but the rest of it looks pretty decent. No, we're still dropping frames. No, that's definitely not acceptable, is it? Okay, so after seeing a PSP and Dreamcast, it's safe to say that this device is not made for the higher end up 3D gaming devices. So let's be realistic and take a look at some 16-bit and arcade stuff running on this. I will do that in a montage.
Round 2, fight! strike. Now!
So there you have it, that is the Retro Monster. But what do you think of it? Well, I think if you're going into this without expecting it to play, you know, the higher end games like Dreamcast and PSP and so on, then you're going to be okay. I mean, anything PlayStation and under, it seems to handle just fine. And as you could see, it was running that N64 game pretty well also. Now, I am a little bit disappointed because on the promotion screenshots for this, it has a little display here and says what Wi-Fi connection it's connected to, but no, it doesn't. Basically, we've got an infrared receiver and a blue LED, and that's it. But the device itself is rather compact, and as you can see, compared to this CD game, it is a lot smaller than, you know, a CD case. So it is a tiny little device. In fact, to give you more of an idea, here's a PC Engine Hue card. Yeah, little tiny thing. So that is the Retro Monster from JMarchen. I'll put a link in the video description down below if you're interested in picking one of these up. Now remember, back up your SD card when you get this, because it will fail. They always do, so make sure you make a backup of that. And yes, it does work with Xbox 360 controllers out of the box, no modding needed. Now I don't know if when you connect this to the internet and update all the emulators on it, it will play Dreamcast and Naomi much better. Who knows? It may do. But the point of this review is to show you what you get out of the box, and that's what you get out of the box. Okay, until next time guys, take it easy and keep on gaming. See ya!